And so we go to 133, where it's Luke Welch, the birthday boy for the Boilermakers, taking on 8th-ranked Johnny DiJulius.
Look for a lot of outside shots to the ankles here from DiJulius.
DiJulius 13-3 on the season. 3-time NCAA qualifier against Luke Welch, a redshirt sophomore for the Boilermakers. 11-10 on the year. Johnny DiJulius, a redshirt senior, the active wins leader on this Ohio State roster, and that is saying something when you look at this lineup. A lot of hand fighting here in the first minute. A 2-on-1 from Welch.
Now Welch has to work back in, or else the new stalling rules require them to either move in or give a stalling on either party, either for one for pushing too hard or one for not coming back in. So there has to be mutual wrestling inside the center of the circle here this year.
And I like that rule change. That's another one. It's taking guys some getting used to. It is a good rule change, I think. It really emphasizes an offensive mindset. As long as you're doing something, you're probably not going to get penalized.
Exactly.
Again, Welch looking for wrist control and sprawls out of a good shot there from DiJulius, who's got his head in a bad spot.
And DiJulius is looking for Welch to go around the left side so he can go dump. And that's what Luke's really done his homework, it looks like, where he's not going to chase that side.
Yeah, it looked to be there. He was baiting him pretty well. Now front headlock from DiJulius. And stalemate is called. Back to the middle. Under a minute to go. Welch showed shot there. Didn't really go anywhere. Maybe looking for an overreaction from his opponent. Two guys have a pretty similar build at this weight class. They're both a little bit shorter, a little bit more stocky. Wrist control from DiJulius.
Very similar styles as well, too, with the scrambling. They're both known for being scramblers and roll around positions with ankles. So I think they're both trying to feel each other out here in this match, and they haven't really found it yet.
Yeah. And we come to the end of the scoreless first period.
At the end of the first period, no score.
These two actually did not wrestle against each other last year, despite a duel at Ohio State and Big Ten championships. Welch begins the second on top to DiJulius.
Welch here is looking to pivot that shoulder over into his headgear. Nope. And you got to look out for potentially dangerous in those situations.
Yep.
But he's looking for running that wrist up over the shoulder and to stack DiJulius over him, get some near fall.
There again, you saw that that pause right before the whistle.
Exactly.
DiJulius to his feet now and gets away. 25 seconds accumulated.
Beautiful escape, being able to seal at that elbow side and getting up to his feet.
Welch once again controlling the head. DiJulius controlling the right arm.
See how Welch is slowly moving around that perimeter, trying not to get dinged for stalling here.
Another stalemate is called, and I think rightly so.
Yep.
A lot of guys feeling each other out here.
Yep. No one wants to make a big move and risk anything here.
Another
Good
nice
pull to a drag.
Yeah. DiJulius now with the front headlock. And Welch does a great job stepping over it for the takedown.
Has both legs in
first.
first.
A little bit high. DiJulius able to. I haven't seen an escape awarded.
Nothing awarded yet. He has to look for that far ankle. And there's
so officially, Welch still has control of this hold with 30 seconds left in the period. Very strange situation there. No reversal rewarded. There's the reversal rewarded, even though Welch still has an ankle. Nothing really changed there. 10 seconds left. Welch on short time will try and get his two back. And he is going to run out of time here in the second, it looks like. So 3-2 in favor of DiJulius as we head to the third period. Now the officials will confer.
There may be a video challenge as well.
Yeah, maybe a video challenge here. It looked to my opinion like he got the escape more than he got the reversal.
Exactly. There has to be clear control over whether or not you have both legs or not. And it looks like they're not awarding him any points.
And now
or maybe.
Head coach Tom Ryan from Ohio State wants an explanation, so it would go back to 2-1. And that would have a major impact on riding time as well.
Oh, yes. Then all that riding time that was accumulated would be erased and put forth towards Luke's.
So it may not be as simple as just overturning the call. They've got some figuring out to do here. In the meantime, we've got a great battle here at 133. Luke Welch, 11-10 on the season coming into today. Johnny DiJulius ranked 8th in the country, 13-3. Let's take another look at this scramble that we're talking about here. When you see DiJulius came free, they said at that point there was no escape awarded. It was almost like they were waiting for the reversal.
They
didn't quite come.
They were anticipating action to continue, and so the ref is allowed that time there to make that call, whether there would be two takedown on the far side. So they were just waiting for that action to play out.
And Welch was able to hang with it and get back into a control position. So it looks like it may be 2-1 in favor of Welch. We'll wait for the official ruling from the table. And then the riding time comes into play, like we were saying, Brandon, because if the reversal wasn't given, then they need to add some more riding time back to Luke Welch's advantage here.
Oh, yes. And if there's an escape given, then riding time would be stopped at that point, and then they bring that back.
And so now the reversal was made, so now it's going to be a challenge from Ohio State. If it's possible, we could take another look at the sequence while they're reviewing it at the officials table. This is a pretty big point in the dual meet. We look again. That's actually a clip from, that's the fall from the 125-pound match. So right now it's 2-1. It's just been announced in-house, 2-1 in favor of Welch.
With 12, or that's 12 riding time, 12?
Looks like 12 back on the clock, so they're going
to. They might bring them back to their feet and replay the last 12 seconds after the escape of breaking contact.
They would bring them back to their feet, or they would bring them back to the middle with Welch in control. This is they instituted replay in college wrestling a couple years ago, and it's been very beneficial, I think, in situations like this that are bang, bang.
Oh, yes. It's hard sometimes for refs to make calls with it, whether they have an angle or not, and it's great now with video replay that they're able to review not only with one ref but with two refs on how they should actually call this and what situation is locked or locked hands or near fall or even with the end of the period.
Obviously, it's no fun to stand around and wait, but it's more important to get the call right.
Yes.
So let's, we're going to try and take another look at the sequence in question, as the officials are still reviewing. Brandon, I know you said these are, well, the officials have a ruling. It looks like they're coming away from the monitors. And it will be, unfortunately, the score table is all the way across the gym from where we are, so we're trying to read lips just like you are at home. They've added riding time back to Luke Welch's advantage. It's at 51 seconds now on the official clock. It looks like 12 seconds on the time left in the period, if that stands. And 2-1 in favor of Welch. What does this do to you as the competitor? You just want to get going.
Sometimes you just want to get the match going, and other times you just want to get this figured out and get your points. Worked out for Luke here.
So 12 seconds remaining in the period. The takedown for Welch stands. He will be in control on the restart. And we had an early restart there by Welch. He sort of double clutched the elbow. There we go. And DiJulius straight down to his base. He will try and build from there. 7 seconds left. Welch trying to ride out the period.
DiJulius looking to clear hands. Welch looking to hold on here.
Very strong hands there by Welch. We'll head to the third. Luke Welch with 2-1 advantage. He'll go on bottom. His riding time's over, a minute.
But they'll look like to be erased here. It's at 1 minute and 3.
And another quick restart there by Welch, so he's got to watch it now. That's 2.
Yep, one more. It'll be a point.
Welch quickly to his feet. DiJulius looking for the return. Instead, Welch hits a roll.
He's got to look for that, his far left arm to reach for in the head. But DiJulius quickly grabs the wrist.
Welch has an ankle. Sitting back into DiJulius. You're right, just can't clear that wrist.
See how DiJulius uses his right ankle to hook. He's using that to keep his hips on top. Luke is looking to lift that and then reach towards the head and rotate his hips out. And a stalemate called.
Stalemate is called, even though it looked like there was a lot of action. They weren't going anywhere. So back to the middle, and 30 seconds have been erased just like that. 2-1 for Welch. DiJulius covers. Once again, Welch to his feet, quickly trying to clear the hands.
DiJulius is looking to tilt here. He's pretty strong on top, so I think they're giving him the vote of confidence to stay on top to get a tilt and a turn here. But
Welch hit the roll, and DiJulius was ready for it, nearly worked that straight into a tilt. Well, Welch will continue to try and build up from bottom. If DiJulius rides this out, that will flip the riding time in his favor, but not enough.
Not enough.
He cannot ride this out and get a point. He's about 3 seconds shy of it. So DiJulius needs to score from on top. 40 seconds remaining. And DiJulius just heard from his corner to cut Luke Welch. Now it's 3-1. As Tom Ryan's math was the same as ours, we realized that his best chance is probably a takedown. Riding time not a factor, under 20 to go. 3-1 for Luke Welch. Welch with a nice front headlock. And he back out there. No stall warnings any way. 10 seconds. DiJulius has to have a takedown. There's a stall warning on Luke Welch. 3, 2, 1. And Luke Welch with a huge upset win for the Boilermakers. Welch.
Great birthday gift for Luke here. Getting the big win against number 8 DiJulius.
Luke Welch takes down number 8, Johnny DiJulius, 3-1.